it's Melissa and I'm here to do my April Faves and Fails. Whoop. So I'm excited because I do have a bunch of products that I want to tell you about today. I have 2 fails, but I have a bunch more faves, so that's always good when the good outweighs the bad. Let's get right into it. I'm going to start with my fails so that we end on a good note. Here we go. My first fail is the Revlon Color Stay Under Eye Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair? Light? It's in the shade Light. So this is a sponge tip applicator where you twist up the product and it comes up, see it's coming up through there, and then you apply it under your eye, and it's supposed to be a brightener, concealer, blah, blah, blah. So that's it right there swatched for you. It's a little bit of a yellow undertone to it, not pink, but it's a little bit of a watery consistency. But the reason this was a fail for me was every time I wore this month without my husband knowing is he told me I looked tired. Every time, without fail. Like, I wore it, tried to be like secretive about it. I mean, obviously he doesn't know, but I would wear it, and every time I wore it, he told me I looked tired. And I'm buying this product to brighten my eyes, make me look more awake, hide my dark circles, not to make me look tired. So it could be the coloring was off for me, but I also think that the consistency just didn't work. It was a little too thin, a little too watery, and it did settle into my fine lines that I have under my eye. So for me, this was a fail. I will not repurchase this because I have other ones that I like, so why waste my money? So if you like this and it works for you, you know, of course, that's my disclaimer here. Some things work for me and won't work for you, and some things may not work for me and you love them. So always keep an open mind when you are seeing these kinds of videos. It's just to give you a little bit of insight about the product. So Revlon Color Stay Under Eye Concealer was a fail this month for me. My second fail was the Physicians Formula 100% Natural Origin Blush in the shade Pink Organics. As another disclaimer, I'm big on disclaimers apparently in this video, is I did purchase this from the dollar store. I'm not sure if this is still part of the Physicians Formula line that you buy in the store or on their website. I probably should have checked before I did this, but I didn't. So, this was in the dollar store. Now my review of it could be, or what happened with me with this product could be because it was in the dollar store, this may be an expired product. I didn't have a date on it, so keep that in mind. Anyway, this is the most powdery thing I've ever laid eyes on in my entire life. I want to like put a brush in it for you so you can kind of see if it'll, do you see all the powder? Like I see it here, but there's like powder going everywhere. Look at that. Just swirling my brush in it. Look at, can you see it? I'm trying, girls, I'm trying. There's so much powder that just develops everywhere. And then on the brush, if I put this on my hand, oh, there's just powder going everywhere. Do you see any color on my hand? No, there's no color payoff from this. And what was happening, I found, is that it's actually picking up this inner color, which is a light color, not this rose color or pink color that's on the outside. So even if I swirl my finger in this, it's not even much of a color payoff. Like there's nothing really there. It's just, my light's really bright in here, sorry guys. But there's just not much happening. So I did only spend $1 for it, but I do not recommend this because it was just really not worth it. It wasn't even worth $1. I intend to actually get rid of this, but I wanted to keep it for this video. One other thing is I do have another one of these natural products from Physicians Formula, and they have a weird smell. And I don't know if it's because it's natural or what, but they do have a little bit of a funky odor. So those were my 2 fails. Now let's get to the faves. Okay, I have a bunch, so I'm really excited. The first thing I want to talk about is nail polish for the month, and I picked these up at Kmart, and I did get them on clearance, and I don't know if they are still actually available or not. These are the Bongo, see them? Nail polishes. And I got these for 74 cents a bottle. I picked up 3 of them months ago. I think it was when we were transitioning into fall, or it may have been even into winter, but I did just recently pick up a new one. And I have been loving these. I do have one of the shades on my nails today, and I think mostly any other video I posted this month, if I had nail polish on, I was wearing one of these. Whew, I'm out of breath. I'm just so excited about makeup. Sorry if I'm talking fast, I got a lot to talk about. Back to the nail polish. So the 4 shades that I have are Perfectly Polished, which is like a hot pink, not hot pink, but like a magenta pink. It's really pretty. Then I got Number One Stunner, which is a lilac color. I have Mint Chip Madness, which is a mint green, and it's the only one that I have that actually has gold, has sparkle in it. I don't know if you can see it, but there's actually like gold flecks in it. And then the last color, which is the most recent that I got, and the color on my nails today, is DJ Mango. And that's this color on my nails today, which is like a coral orange kind of color. And I've really been impressed. I mean, again, I only paid 74 cents for these. If you go to Kmart and they have their little like clearance bins, because that's what mine had, search through them to find some of these, because I thought these were really awesome for 74 cents. This one coat right here. I was trying out Essie nail polishes this month, and I had to put three coats to even get something similar to what was in the bottle. But this right here, that is one coat of this nail polish. So I was totally impressed. They're super opaque. What's in there is what comes out on your nails, which is amazing. And these aren't going to be like a week, 2 week long manicures, but they did last me about 4 to 5 days, which for me is all I ask for. You know, I understand I'm actually really rough with my nails. I wash dishes, I chip them, it's fine. So for them to last me 4 to 5 days, I'm totally okay with that. Another weird thing that I actually liked about these polishes, which may be only to me, is that when these like chip, you can actually peel the whole thing off, which that's very appealing to me, because if my nail starts to chip, I peel the whole thing off and then I repaint it. And if I'm out somewhere and it starts to chip, I like to peel, and I'll actually peel all of them off and then redo the manicure. I hate when it chips and it's hard and then you have these like weird chips in it, and that's totally a preference thing. Some people would rather it not just peel off like that, but I personally like it, and these did it. So these Bongo nail polishes, hold on. These nail polishes, loved them. Huge fans, and I'm excited to keep using them because they're perfect spring and summer shades. So super excited about those. For the foundation that I've been loving this month is my Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation, which I did a Love It, Like It, or Leave It, which I will link down below. And I honestly can't remember what I said in it, but I've really been loving it for this month. I did have some issues with dryness when I did do the Love It, Like It, or Leave It. Again, I probably should have watched that before I did this video, but I just didn't have time to. I did have dryness in between here, but now that the weather is getting a little bit better and it's not like deep winter with dryness, is I don't have that anymore, and I've really enjoyed the formula. It does still have the funky odor, but I've kind of gotten past it. So this has been a favorite of mine, and I have it in the shade True Ivy. The link will be below for the Love It, Like It, or Leave It for that. For the counterpart for the concealer that I mentioned in my fail, I have been loving the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. And they look like this, and I have it in the shade Fair. This is a doe foot applicator. It's like a wand, and I have this on today. Anything I mention in here, I have on at some point, so just keep that in mind. So this is what it looks like. It's a thicker consistency than what the Revlon was. And I apply this, you know, to the triangles, down the nose, highlight, whatever. And I like to blend it out using my Real Techniques beauty sponge. But I've totally been loving this. And as a counterpart to that is whenever I've worn this, my husband has not said to me, you look tired, you look this, you look that. He has not made any kind of those comments. So I think this is definitely doing a way better job than the Revlon was. So I've really been liking this. I like the consistency. I like what it does. So I've been super happy that I decided to pick that up. For my favorite bronzer this month, I have been reaching for and pulling out more and more the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzer in the shade St. Lucia. And the blush in here is awesome too, but I've just really been pulling out this bronzer quite a bit. It's a nice deep tone brown. Of course it's brown bronzer, but it's not too orangey. It just does a really good job on my face. I have it as my contour today, and it just warms my face up. In the wintertime, I'm really pale. I'm a really pale Italian. It's ridiculous, but it's just a little too deep for me. But now that I've been experimenting with some self-tanner, this has come back into play, and I've really been enjoying it. If you guys want an update on my self-tanning and stuff, I'm not self-tanned now, but in a couple videos I think I was. I can do that. So leave a comment below if you want me to do that. But I've really been loving this. This is $3. I think you get at Target, Kmart, off the e.l.f. website. So totally love this. This is absolutely a favorite of mine, both sides, but I did just want to mention the bronzer in this video. For a blush I've been loving, again, I am wearing it today. This is the CoverGirl Cheekers blush, and it is in the shade True Plum. And it looks like this. This is a really pretty blush. It's kind of like a purple blush. Like it's a pink with a little bit of a purple undertone. My light's really blinding, huh guys? Sorry. So anyway, that's the blush. It's just a really beautiful color, and I've just really been liking it for spring. I just think it blends out really nice. It's smooth feeling, and I just think it's a really pretty alternative to like a pink or a berry color, because it's kind of got that different purplish hue, and I guess kind of goes along with like the Radiant Orchid with the color of the season this year. So I've totally been liking that. Loving it. I've been loving it. It's a favorite. I want to give a mention to this month, and again, wearing both of them today. The first is the L'Oreal Infallible, and this is in the shade Bronze Taupe. These are all-stars to me. If you can get your hands on anything from the drugstore, I totally recommend you pick up the L'Oreal Infallibles. They are multi-purpose, they are amazing. You can use them by themselves, you can pair them up, whatever. They're just a fantastic product. Again, Bronze Taupe is one of my favorites. Beautiful taupe, brown beautifulness. I mean, I couldn't say beautiful enough about this color. It's amazing. So, absolute favorite of mine. I think I did use this in a tutorial before when I did makeup for the No Makeup Girl. I don't know if it was this color or another one, but any of these colors, this is a fantastic product. Huge, huge fan of. Another all-star of mine, I'm cleaning my swatches off if you're wondering. Another all-star of mine this month has been a little single eyeshadow from e.l.f. And these are their little ones like this. I'm not even sure if they can still be on the website. I'm not 100% sure. But this is in the shade Pink Ice. And it is just kind of, hold on, my camera's being weird. It's just like a neutral, like a light pink with a golden hue to it. See it right there? So it's got like a little bit of a golden sheen, but with a white base behind it. And this has been a little all-star for me. I love applying it to the inner corner. I love applying it to my brow bone. I use this in my Be a Bombshell tutorial. It's just a color that I constantly go in and grab when I don't have a highlight in the palette that I'm using. So it's really just one that I'm constantly reaching for and always using. And I think it's $1. I think it's only $1 for this. So it's a little powdery. You know, it can be a little chalky, so just keep that in mind. But if you just dip your brush in it, tap it off, and then apply it as you need to, this little guy, I think, does wonders. Use a base, of course, or use a primer, and you're good to go. For the eyeshadow primer that I've been loving this month is the Milani eyeshadow primer. And obviously, it's not a shade or anything. But it's a little tube that it twists out of, and this actually has a really thick kind of consistency. There you are. Ah, there you are. And I really like it. I don't find that this creases on me. It does a good job of covering eyeshadows stick really well to it. I actually compare it to my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, I think it is. And I just absolutely love it. Cheap alternative, found at the drugstore. If you need a primer, totally check this one out. I've really been enjoying this one. I don't have a favorite eyeliner this month because I've been wearing a whole bunch of different ones, so I just didn't narrow it down to one. But I do have a favorite mascara, and that is the L'Oreal Lash Out Butterfly. And I have this in the Blackest Black. I have the waterproof version of this. I always buy waterproof mascara. It's weird because some YouTube girls don't, but I, for whatever reason, always just buy the waterproof one. So this is a really unique brush. If you can see, it kind of fans out towards here. I just touched it. It's thin here and it fans out like that. So the purpose of it, the marketing of it, is that when you apply it to your eyelashes, you're getting more product towards the outside, so it'll be like thin and then like butterfly out to this beautiful effect, which I think it does. My one thing about it is, well, two things, let's say two things, is if you can see, this doesn't nearly cover my giant eyelashes, like my giant eyes. It only goes about halfway. So I would have to do it in two things like that, which is fine. But for that purpose of that wing on it, it doesn't do that butterfly effect. Essentially, I would have two wings. Also, you have to be a wrist flipper to do it this way. Some people apply their mascara like this, and so that defeats the purpose of it. Either you would have to flip to go that way. However, I don't love this mascara because of the brush. I love it because of the product. I really like what it does to my eyelashes. I wanted to do it before and after, but I forgot to. But I think it does a really great job of lengthening them, of thickening them, and just giving them, it still can give them that butterfly look of that swooping out effect, but it's just really awesome. What I also find a little bit weird about the brush is it actually has bristles everywhere else. Can you see that? Which I think is weird because they want you to use that fan thing, so I don't know why they have it, but I apply this to both my upper and lower lashes. I have it on today, and I think it's a fantastic mascara. I don't find it flakes or anything like that, so big fan. On my lips, which I have absolutely been loving. Now, I only got this within the last week, but as soon as I put it on, this became an absolute favorite for me. And this is a Bite lipstick kind of duo thing. It's like a travel size that I picked up at Sephora. And this is in the shade Violet and Palomino. So it actually has, it's like double-ended. There we go. It's like double-ended. And I have the shade Palomino, which is this side, on my lips today. And I actually wore this shade yesterday, this violet shade. These are amazing. Totally in love. This is Palomino and this is Violet right there. These glide on so smoothly. The staying power is phenomenal on this. I wouldn't buy the actual lipsticks because they're 28 bucks, but I want all of these little things because they are awesome. I mean, you're not getting a huge amount of product, like that's it. But for me, because I have a lot of other stuff, it's not like I'm wearing this every single day that I'm gonna go through it very quickly. And the staying power is so awesome that you're not constantly reapplying. These are amazing. If you wanna try it, I totally recommend pick up something like this. They had these like in the little section, like when you're checking out at Sephora, like in that little, they have all the travel stuff or whatever, the sample sizes. Check this out. This is amazing. I'm a huge fan of this lipstick. Like, I want all of them, like I said. So totally love it. Totally love the color. Super bright, super fun for spring and summer, and amazing formula. Super impressed. My last favorite is actually like body related. It's not makeup related. And because I started self-tanning, like I mentioned, is I needed like a sugar scrub or like an exfoliating scrub. So I was in Target and I picked up this Bodycology exfoliating sugar scrub, and this is in the shade Enchanted Forest. I've really been loving this, but what totally drew me to it is the smell. Oh, I wish we had smell-o-vision, YouTube of smell-o-vision, that you could like totally smell what this was, but it's like a floral scent, and I am not a huge floral scent kind of gal, but it's got like a floral scent to it, but it's just like, it smells so good. It's like a good springtime scent, and I was using this in the shower, and I totally love it. That I went back to Target and got the lotion. I am in love with this smell, and it says that it's the alluring blend of jasmine, nutmeg, and musk, and will enhance your senses. So I absolutely love it. If you have a Target in here, check out the smell. Let me know what you guys think of it. But for someone who's not a floral girl, I totally am in love with this. So there you have it, my April faves and fails. I hope a fave of yours this month has been me posting videos every month, because that's also a huge fave of mine since I failed last month with videos. So I'm really excited that I was able to get videos up at least once a week this month. I think there was even a week that I did 2, so that's pretty exciting for me. I want to try to keep up with that. I have a lot of stuff planned for May, so let's see what happens, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have anything that you would like me to review or check out or you want my opinion on, please leave your comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!